Harishchandra. Harishchandra, the king of Ayodhya, was famous for his honesty. The gods decided to test his honesty with the help of sage Vishwamitra. Once, while hunting, he heard the cry of a woman and went to look for her. He reached the ashrama of Vishwamitra, who was angry at being disturbed. Harishchandra donated his kingdom to him, but he also asked for dakshina. Harishchandra asked for 1 month's time. In Kasi, he sold his wife Shaivya as a servant to a Brahmana, who also bought Rohitashva. The money not being enough, he sold himself to a Chandala, who worked in a cemetery burning bodies. He then paid Vishwamitra. One day, Rohitashva was bitten by a snake and died. Shaivya took him to the cremation ground where she saw her husband. He asked her for the tax. She had nothing, so she gave half her sari. The Chandala was transformed into Yama. The gods appeared and blessed the family. King Shibi. King Shibi of the Bharata dynasty was renowned for truth, justice, and for keeping his word, especially to those who sought shelter with him. One day, the gods decided to test him. Agni, the god of fire, took the form of a dove, and Indra, the king of gods, that of an eagle. The dove sought his protection, as Shibi always protected the weak. The eagle flew in, demanding the release of the dove. He was hungry, and the dove was his prey, his food. Shibi realized that the eagle was also right. It demanded meat equal to the dove's weight. Shibi agreed to give it from his own body, and to the condition that no tear would drop from his eyes. The king cut meat from his body and weighed it against the dove. He had cut the right side of his body and began on the left. The gods appeared in their real forms. Shibi had passed the test. Anger and greed. Once upon a time, there were 2 sages, Vibhavasu and Supratika, who were brothers. The elder brother had uncontrolled anger, while the younger one could not control his greed. The younger one wanted his share of property. One day they quarreled so violently that finally they cursed each other. The younger one cursed the elder that he would become a tortoise, and the elder cursed the younger to become an elephant. Even in their next life, their anger, greed, and hostility continued. The elephant trumpeted loudly as he went to a water hole where the tortoise lived and would rake the banks with his tusks and feet. The tortoise would muddy the water, making it impossible for the elephant to drink it. Finally, one day, Garuda, looking for food, carried them off and ate them. This story was told by a sage to the Pandavas to warn them against greed and anger. Arjuna returns. One day, the Pandava brothers and Draupadi were carrying on with their normal duties in the forest ashrama where they lived. They had been waiting for 5 years for Arjuna to return with the divine weapons. Suddenly, they saw Indra's chariot descending from the sky and landing outside the ashrama. They were all delighted to see Arjuna seated in it. Arjuna was decked out with many fabulous jewels, and he brought all the weapons he had received. He met his brothers with great respect and affection, and he was warmly welcomed by Draupadi, to whom he gave all the jewels. Then the Pandavas settled down to see and understand all about the divine weapons and hear of all the adventures Arjuna had been through. Sage Narada came just then and told them that all the weapons must be used with great caution and should never be used without proper cause.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.